Alright guys, welcome back to another Dice Throwing matchup. Today is round 2 of Hela versus Loki. So Hela won last time, Loki was basically destroyed, but Hela did activate her ultimate and she went first, so can't hold it that much, but it was a beatdown. Hela's going to go first again this time, so not looking good for Loki once again. Draw a card, discard, I'll save that for later. Sell that, and let's move. Holy shit. Is there any way that we can change that? Spend 1. Full 6. Alright, whatever. Gain piercing. Deal 5 and up to 2 players may be the same, so deal 10 to Loki. Get the scales. Roll a crown. Gain a bag of tricks, but still take 10 damage. And he'll start off with a crit. Alright. Pass to Loki, things are not looking good. Oh, I know what I'm going to be doing with that. Ooh, I know what I'm going to be doing with that too. Alright, so crit would give me +4, but that piercing makes it ultimate damage, so it's unblockable. I can't really block it anymore. My defensive roll is pretty much useless. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend this. And I'm going to take that crit. Make an attack +4. Let's also roll our bag of tricks. It's a 5. On 2 to 5, I choose to either make myself heal 2, gain 1, or receive 2 damage. Obviously not going to receive 2 damage. What do I want to do? Let's give myself 2 CP. Give myself 1 CP. Alright, upgrade Vilify. Let's do Dash of Mischief for 0 CP. On 5, so it was on a 6, so draw a card. Outwit. I don't have a bag of tricks anymore. Let's spend 2 CP and upgrade Vilify, and let's roll. Alright, yeah. Use this dice roll to make Vilify happen. So, Inflict Spellbound. Opponent has more health, so I gain Illusion and deal 8. I'm going to spend Crit to make that a deal 12. And I'm going to place that Spellbound on Crowstorm to make it so she can't use her passive. So that is 12 defendable. Alright, she prevents half that, so that's a 6. So she only takes 6. That'll pass turn. Grade that straight for 1. And I'm going to force all players to discard a card. Oh, wait. To discard half their hand. No, I'm just going to spend that too. I'm going to sell that. Okay, that's a small straight. A large one. Nope. Well, it's still dealing 8, undefendable, and rolling 2. I had 2, so now it's 10. And we gain piercing again, but we already have piercing. We're going to spend piercing and make that 10 ultimate damage, so Loki can't do anything. So that's just a flat 10. With that, we'll go to Loki. Take off the Spellbound, but it did block us from gaining crit that turn. Loki gains 1, draws a card, and let's go. Let's do Confuddle, inflict 2 Spellbound, place that on the passive, and then place this on Piercing Light. And then deal 7 damage. 7 defendable. She'll deal 2 back, but we'll take that 7 defendable. Alright, now it's her turn. Draw 1. Don't care about that. Don't need that right now. Alright. Let's go. 4, 5. Try and get that. Yeah, Astral Crow, Inflict Wrath, roll 1 dice. 2 plus 2 is 4 undefendable damage. Alright. Loki does have Wrath on him. I don't remember when that Wrath was. Oh, I just put Wrath on him. Duh, sorry. He gains CP. Oh, we passed turn, by the way, because we can't do anything. Else with Hela. Getting paid, 2 CP. Outwit, doesn't have Bag of Tricks. Alright. Remove all status effects would not do anything for me. Spellbound does get removed though. I think what we want to do is we want to keep putting Spellbound. Yeah. 2 Spellbound, 7 damage. Keep putting it on that passive. 2, and then dealing 7 damage. We take 1 from the Wrath. We're dealing 7. Defendable. She's blocking half that, so she only takes 3. But now she can't gain crit no matter what. I'm going to spend 2 to remove all the Spellbound. Not useful. Keep those. 4, 1 or a 6. There we go. Large straight, roll 3. Wow, literally the lowest roll possible, so that's 3. At least I get piercing, which is nice, but that's still only dealing 3 damage. Nice. Worst roll you could possibly get for that. Alright, back to Loki. Confuddle 2. Sure. We're gonna keep trying to spam that. Don't need to remove tokens. We'll say we can make 2 of these dice 6s. Alright. We can steal Liar's Gifts. Distribute 3 Bag of Tricks in any desired way. Let's give Hela all 3 of these. So she could take 9 damage next turn. Because if she rolls a 2 out of 5, she'll receive 2 damage. So she could take 6 damage next turn. And let's spend 2 of this to remove piercing. Actually, no, we don't want to do that. So we can keep piercing, because we don't want to remove the Bag of Tricks. Gain the card, gain the CP. Sell that, but then we're going to roll 5, so Loki will make her take 2. Roll again, that's a 6, so she gains CP. She gains 2, doesn't she? Yeah. 2 CP, and the final Bag of Tricks, we get another 2 CP. Nice. Pretty dang lucky with those rolls. Starting to get some lag. We need to get rid of some of these effects. Alright. Four 6s, gain piercing, already have piercing, deal 5 on up to 2 players. spend piercing to make that 10 ultimate damage. Alright. Loki is getting absolutely swamped. And Hela gets crit for that. We can take that and pay off this card. We'll just do that. We don't need a bag. We don't have a bag of tricks. Use. Spend that. On Hela. Crit. Now we got 2 die that we can set the values of. So we really want to do get 60s. Good. Spend 3. Change the value of 2 dice. This to a 6. This to a 6. Activate ultimate. Gain illusion. Inflict 3 spellbound. Choose 4 players to gain a bag of tricks. Let's give 2 to Loki, 2 to Hela, and then deal 10 ultimate damage. So inflicting 3 spellbound. Let's do 1 here. Let's clone this. Put this one here. And put this one here. Actually, no. There. Alright, and then deal 10 damage. A little bit more believable. Alright, so goes to Hela. Attack modifier that I'm definitely going to use. Oh, shoot. We rolled 3 1s. Alright, so just remember this is a 1 because we got to do our bag of tricks. That's a 5, so Loki's going to make her take 2. Roll it again. It's a 1. Happens on a 1. Lose 1 CP. Oh, how tragic. And this one was a 1 before. Okay, so there's the bag of tricks removed. Alright, so that's a whiff. Yep, that's a whiff. Just gonna have to whiff that turn. That's what Spellbound can do. Alright, Loki's turn with a bag of tricks. 4. I'm gonna deal 2. Other bag of tricks. Another 4. Gonna heal 2. Alright. Now, that card. Sell. Definitely want to try and inflict spellbound again, like so. Alright, inflict 2 spellbound, there, and then deal 8 damage. She's going to prevent, so she's only going to take 4, and she's going to deal 1 damage back. Alright, pass turn. Large straight, might as well. Can't activate small or passive. That's okay though. Because we'll just do Astral Crow, Inflict Wrath, and we're going to use this modifier 2. First we're going to roll. That's 3 plus 2, so that's 5 undefendable damage. Then we're going to roll 1, and we're going to inflict Wrath again. So deal 5, and deal Wrath again. Alright, so inflict 3 spellbound, we're going to do that. So we would be taking off these 2, but we're just going to reapply them there and put this 3rd one right there. keep her from using that passive. Alright, so that is... No. Just a 4. 4. That'll work. Inflict 2 spellbound. She's already got a max of 3. Deal 8 damage. And we'll take our 2 from Wrath. She'll deal 2 to us, but she'll take her 8. Alright. Draws 1. That. We have a free 6 we can use. Alright, let's try and roll these for 6s. If not, it's fine. We'll just change the value of this to a 6 with 6 it. Inflict Wrath. And then roll 2. And we got the lowest possible roll. On 2, inflict Spellbound. So when these 2 come off, let's just inflict that there. And I want to take 2 damage, or do we want to illusion it? No, we'll just take 2. We can illusion it later. That. Spend 1, draw 2. We gotta tip it, which we can afford. Our spellbound more. Yeah. So inflict 2 more spellbound, passive, small straight, and then deal 8. Take 1 from Wrath, and that'll be dealing 8. So unless she rolls good here, she dies. She's dying, and she's dealing 3 back to us. So let's spend our illusion and hope for the best. Fail. Prevents all damage. So he's not taking any damage, and she's taking the full 8. And bada beam, bada boom, Hela is defeated. So yeah, so that is the Loki strategy. So Loki's spellbound mashup strategy is prevent her from getting her crit from her passive with spellbound, and prevent her from rolling her easiest rolls. So she has to go for the harder rolls, the ones that require 6s, and the large straight, which is almost impossible to get. So of course, that is going to be that. So now Hela and Loki are tied. Both have won 1 match, meaning that both of them need to win 1 more to win this playtest round. Of course, as always, like if you like, dislike if you don't, subscribe down below if you're new to the channel, and of course comment down below what matchups you'd like to see next. I do have more Marvel Rivals characters coming in the future, like Penny Parker and Squirrel Girl, but as always, guys, I'll see you guys with the next matchup. Toodaloo!